Wisdom, the final frontier to true knowledge. Welcome to Wisdom Trek, where our mission is to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. Hello, my friend. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your captain on our journey to increase wisdom and create a living legacy. Thank you for joining us today as we explore wisdom on our second millennium of podcast. Today is day 1433 of our trek, and our focus on Fridays is future technologies and societal advancements. So we call it Futuristic Fridays. My personality is one that I've always been very future-oriented. Since my childhood, I have yearned for the exploration and discovery of new technologies and advancements for the future. I grew up on the original Star Trek series, and even today, while I'm on my 64th revolution around this sun, I still dream of traveling into space. Each week we will explore rapidly converging technologies and advancements, which will radically change our lives. At times, the topics may sound like something from a science fiction novel, but each area that we will explore is well on its way of becoming a reality over the next couple of decades. To keep our theme of Ask Gramps, I will put each weekly topic in a form of a question to get us on track. So this week's question is, Hey Gramps, what is augmented reality, and how will it impact our world in the future? So today's segment is Augmented Reality. How will it impact our world? Last week on Futuristic Friday, we explored how sensors and the Internet of Things, referred to as IoT, will track and measure all types of information in every aspect of our lives. Augmented reality, or I'll refer to it as AR, will be one of the connections or sensors which will provide information to and from our world. Our world is in a disruptive mode, which will speed up the exponential technology that is changing our world today. I am using some of the information mentioned in Peter Diamandis' blog and his most recent book, The Future is Faster Than You Think. Augmented reality is about to add a digital intelligence layer to every surrounding, transforming retail, manufacturing, education, tourism, real estate, and almost every major industry that holds up our economy today. The CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, remarked, I regard AR as a big idea like the smartphone. The smartphone is for everyone. We don't have to think about iPhone or any smartphone as a certain demographic or country or vertical market. It's for everyone. I think AR is that big, and maybe bigger. It's huge. Apple, Microsoft, Google Alphabet, Amazon, and numerous other players are entering the AR market. So we are just on the cusp of witnessing a newly augmented world. In one of the most significant technological revolutions of this century, smartphones have dematerialized cameras, stereos, video game consoles, TVs, GPS systems, calculators, paper, and even matchmaking as we knew it. AR glasses will soon perpetuate this, ultimately dematerializing the smartphone itself. We will no longer gaze into a tiny two-dimensional screens, but rather see through a fully immersive 3D interface. So I want to introduce the augmented world. While already beginning to permeate mobile applications, AR will soon migrate to headsets and eventually reach us through contact lenses, replacing over 3 billion smartphones that we use today. AR, augmented reality, superimposes digital worlds onto physical environments, by contrasting this to virtual reality, which completely immerses users into digital realities. In this way, AR allows users to remain engaged in their physical surroundings, serving as a visual enhancement rather than a replacement. As AR hardware continues to plummet, the advancements in connectivity begin with enabling low-latency, high-resolution rendering. And we talked about this with high-speed global connectivity in previous episodes. Today, AR producers are initially targeting businesses through countless enterprise applications. While AR headsets remain too pricey for widespread consumer adoption today, distribution is fast increasing. We note that about 150,000 headsets were shipped in 2016, and that number is expected to reach 22.8 million by 2022, allowing smartphone users to sample rudimentary levels of technology through numerous mobile applications. Already, over 1 billion people across the globe use AR, and the majority of mobile AR integrations involve social media, which is about 84%, and e-commerce, which involves 41% of the people using these applications. Yet well-known players like Microsoft, Apple, Google Alphabet, Amazon, Qualcomm, Samsung, Nvidia, and Intel have made tremendous strides, as well as many well-funded startups which remain competitive with them. While AR has not yet been democratized, that means available at a reasonable price, as virtual reality has already become, $100 will get you an entry-level Leap Motion headset, while the top-of-the-line Microsoft HoloLens 2 remains priced at about $3,500. However, heads-up displays in luxury automobiles arguably will be the first AR applications to go mainstream, which will soon become standard commodity even in economy models. As corporate partnerships with AR startups grow increasingly common, the convergence of augmented reality with sensors, networks, and the Internet of Things will transform almost every industry imaginable. Let me give you a taste of some of the industry transformations. In manufacturing and industry, AR training simulations are already beginning to teach us how to operate numerous machines and equipment, and even to fly planes. Microsoft, for instance, is targeting enterprise clients with the HoloLens 2. As an AR device, remote assist function allows workers to call in virtual guidance if unfamiliar problems arise in the manufacturing process. Let's look at healthcare. AR will allow surgeons to see inside clogged arteries, provide precise incision guidelines, and flag potential risk, introducing seamless efficiency in everything from reconstructive surgeries to meticulous tumor removals. Medical students will use AR to peel back layers of a virtual cadaver. And in everyday health, we will soon be able to track nearly every health and performance matrix, whether heart rate, blood pressure, or nutritional data, through AR lenses as opposed to wearables. In education, in our classrooms, AR will allow children and adults alike to explore both virtual objects and virtual worlds. But beyond the classroom, we will have the option to employ AR as a private teacher wherever we go. Buildings will project their history into our field of view. Museums might have AR-enhanced displays. Every pond and park will double as a virtual overlay lesson in biology and ecology. Or it might teach our students to value money with virtual budgeting and mathematical tabulations at grocery stores and department stores. Already, apps like SkyMap and Google Translate allow users to learn about their surroundings through their smartphone camera lenses, and AR teaching capabilities are only on the rise. What about retail and advertising? This takes AR transformative potential to a new level. Say you're hungry and on a budget. Your smart AR contact lens might show you all the available lunch specials on the block. Cross-reference with real-time consumer ratings, special deals, and your own health data for individualized recommendations. Storefront windows will morph and display your personalized clothing preferences, continuously tracking by artificial intelligence as eye-tracking technology, which will allow AR lenses to project every garment that grabs your attention into your form and into your size. Smart AR advertising, if enabled, will target your every unique preference, transparently informing you of comparable, cheaper options the minute you reach for an item. How about entertainment? You will soon be able to toggle into imaginary realities or even customize physical spaces with your own designs. 3D creations will become intuitive and shareable. Sports players' stats will be superimposed into live sporting events as spectators recreate immersive stadium with front row seats into their own backyard. Turn on game mode and every street-side park, store, and neighborhood merges into a virtually overlaid game, socially interactive and interspersed into everyday life. And the final area is transportation. AR displays integrate in-vehicle windows, which will allow users to access real-time information about restaurants, stores, and landmarks that they pass. Walking, biking, or driving directions are embedded into those routes through your AR. And when sitting in an autonomous vehicle, which is turned into an office on your way to work, AR will have the power to convert any vessel into a virtual haven of your choice. Welcome to the augmented world of 2030. And I have some final thoughts as we wrap up today. While enterprise or large corporations are fueling the initial deployment of AR headsets for employee training and professional retooling, widespread consumer adoption is fast reaching the horizon. As hardware and connectivity skyrocket, driving down prices and democratizing access, if not dematerialized contact lenses, will become an everyday given. Advancements in cloud computing and 5G coverage are making AR products infinitely more scalable, ultra-fast, and transportable. Yet ultimately, in years to come, AR will give rise to neural architectures directly embedded through brain-computer interfaces. Our mode of interaction with the Internet of Things will evolve from smartphone screens to AR glasses, to contact lenses, to brain-computer interfaces. Over the next few weeks, on our Futuristic Friday episodes, we will learn the ins and outs of AR technology before it initiates a revolutionary shift across every known industry, not to mention countless new industries. But let's bring this back into a biblical perspective. There is a reality as Christ followers that we have yet to experience. When Christ appears, our reality will be augmented with the truth, as we will see it clearly. As is told us in 1 John chapter 3, verse 2. Dear friends, we are already God's children, but He has not yet shown us what we will be like when Christ appears. But we do know that we will be like Him, for we will see Him as He really is. And that's a wrap for today's question. Join us again next Futuristic Friday for another interesting question about our future on our Ask Gramps episode. Our next trek will be Meditation Monday, where we will help you to reflect on what is most important in life. So encourage your friends and family to join us, and then come along with us on Monday for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. If you'd like to listen to any of the past 1,432 daily treks, or read their associated journals, they are all available at wisdom-trek.com. And I encourage you to subscribe to Wisdom Trek on your favorite podcast player so that each day will be downloaded to you automatically. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you on Monday.